To accept this call, dial 1 now. To reject, your call has been accepted.
Yo.
Yeah. It's your mama, little brother, man. You cool, Uncle OG Freeze. I want to tell everybody Happy New Year, man. How I'm bringing the New Year in. Yeah, man.
Matter of fact, let's start with where you at right now, bro.
Right now, I'm in the county jail down in Augusta. Yeah, man. My situation was like I was in the right place at the wrong time. You know, I had some guys. You know, I had an LLC called Safe, and Safe stood for Streets Ain't for Everybody. So I was helping people that was coming home from prison learn how to bank online. You know, teach them about credit and stuff like that. And I just happened to go over somebody's house who had just got out of prison, but I didn't know they was being watched. So when I left their house, I got pulled over. You know what I'm saying? I had like 70,000 on me or something like that because I was finna go buy a TRX truck, and they locked me up for DUI. And I blew under. Come to find out, I blew under the legal limit. They took my blood. My blood came back a 6, and they tried to put me on a RICO with some guys I didn't really know. You know what I'm saying? I got caught with no drugs. There wasn't no recordings, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? All it was just that who I was and the foreign car leaving the house, and I guess like I'm in on some small town type stuff. You hear me? So, but I'm looking good though. You hear me? I should be stepping out of here about 30 to 90 days.
We spoke on this last time about possibly an industry influence being involved with what happened in your situation. At this point, do you still think that's possibly what happened?
It definitely could be possibly what's happening, being that the way the situation's looking, and being that I was out working niggas. You know what I'm saying? I was doing my thing out there. I jumped out the bed, popping my shit. You know what I'm saying? I went from the cell to the TV, and I got into it with a few individuals, and I was ruffling a few feathers in the industry about the stuff I was talking about, the stuff I was doing. One of the things I was doing, I was defending Jessel. And I had a situation that, I had gotten into it with QCP. So, a few YouTube individuals, you know what I'm saying? So, I was roughing a few feathers out there. And like I said, my situation is looking like, you know what I'm saying, I'm really in here for nothing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But, being a street dude, I understand this will come with it. Sometimes you be in the right place at the wrong time. It definitely could be one of those situations. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to put a definite on it, but it definitely could be possible.
Right. So, Freeze, how long has it been since you've been down now?
I've been locked up since June, man. Going on like 19 months. But I've been down here for like 17. About going on 2 years. You know what I'm saying? I had got out like 2022, and the situation happened in 24.
If there's an entity behind the whole thing that sent you back to jail, right, to get you caught up with all this time for basically nothing, right? Because you caught up in there for nothing, because you about to, ain't nothing that tied to you, right? So what would stop them? So when you come home this time, right, what would stop them from doing that shit again?
The only thing could stop them from doing that again is I got to move a certain type of way. I got to move a lot different, and there's a difference between I'm more prepared for it now. You know what I'm saying? Then I kind of got caught blindsided. Now that I know what I'm up against, it's more easy to prepare for something that you're up against versus you not knowing it can go down this way. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think that this could like happen to me or to go down on me like that. But now that I know this, I'm more prepared for it in my eyes, and I'm more aware, I'm more conscious as far as my surroundings and the things that other people are capable of doing.
You live in the world we live in now. If you're looking for any type of moral standard or compass, something that you have to abide by, that shit over with, man. It's like saying everybody ain't supposed to tell on nothing. You gonna tell.
Shout out to boy Dogface, you hear me? He had a little accident last night, a little spill, you hear me? Shout out to boy Dogface, man. I'm pretty sure he gonna let y'all know what's going on. My boy Dogface was in town. He had a little good time. He had a little spill last night. So I say you gotta be careful out here. You hear me?
I want to shout my boy Dogface out for keeping me alive and wearing my hoodie. I got a lot of respect for him, and you know what I'm saying. Like I said, I just want to shout him out I got a lot of people in my corner, man. And I got a lot of stuff going on. I got a lot, like I said, I got a lot of resources. I got a lot of people that's pulling from me, you hear me? So it ain't gonna stop nothing, you hear me?
Bro, in our last interview, they tore the comments up with the BG questions. You know, are you keeping up with what's going on with BG?
For the most part, like I haven't really been talking to him because of my situation. I had one of my situations to play out a little bit more first before I really started reaching out to people because I want to know what was going on with me, and I didn't want nobody else to get caught up in what I had going on. But at the same time, being in my ear to the streets, I've been hearing a little few things. And I still speak to his mom. I call his mom and check on her from time to time. And, I kind of like speak or send a word through her. So it's kind of like been third party.
I remember I used to be in that cell. This is the stuff I used to be talking about on my little bucket list. Look over the city for a little bit. Have me a nice little toast. Freedom.
The snitching lives don't matter.
Right.
What's the motivation?
You know what I'm saying? I'm just using the slogan to express how people really feel that they got snitched on. So this is just for them and the family members that they got people torn away from their families and stuff like that. Like who better qualified to talk about snitching lives don't matter other than me. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't live this shit. You feel me? I'm in here in the trenches with these dudes and I'm feeling their pain. I'm reading their paperwork. You know what I'm saying? And I'm hearing the pain in their voice and I'm hearing how they feel. So, you know, it's only right, you know what I'm saying, coming from this situation and being in the trenches with these dudes and snitched on for me to come out and speak their pain for them. And also my own pain because I don't been through it. Right. So I know how I feel. Feel what I'm saying?
Right.
When we was coming up, stitches was always a term used by the streets and amongst everyday people.
Right.
I think we both can agree on that.
Right.
Even when you're on the playground, kids being told,
right,
don't be tatter-tatting.
Right.
But a thing that's interesting is the word snitch. What's the difference between a snitch and a whistleblower? In the corporate world, they use the word whistleblower, but in the hood, in the streets, they say snitch.
A whistleblower is somebody who was already on that side that came out to tell it. A snitch is somebody who's on the street side.
Right. In the corporate world, a whistleblower is still somebody who snitched on somebody else.
Right. Bottom line, right.
It's still looked down upon. Don't nobody like a whistleblower because now you prevented someone from able to feed their family because they got fired from their job. Now this person was at home on the couch, can't work, can't support his family. So how do you think he looked at the person who blew the whistle on him? So I say that to say, don't nobody like a snitch. In actuality, nobody. So, you know, I just want to give people the different versions of that. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing. Matter of fact, they got what they call the Whistleblowers Act, which prevent people from retaliating against somebody who blew the whistle on somebody's job. That's actually a law.
So that's protecting snitches.
Right. You know, look how many rappers' careers they ended because they got the rat bone put on them. Because the streets stopped fucking with them. You know what I'm saying? Look at your Boston Riches, your Young Thugs. You know what I'm saying? The first thing a person do when they come from prison is say stop snitching. When they come home, a rapper, that's the first thing they rap about, stop snitching. Example, what Thug did when he came home. Look at the song he saying. You feel me? These niggas told I got to be the one calling them friend. You're conscious by making that statement. You're basically contradicting what it is that you're representing. Bro,
you've been keeping up with the Diddy situation?
Nothing other than what the news been saying.
What do you think Diddy is going through right now, being locked up?
9 times out of 10, if he in the feds, he's probably going to a low or something like that. But at the same time, 9 out of 10, he's still going to be soft pressed. He's going into a green. You know what I'm saying? Now they ain't really knowing how to cook a soup, so people going to probably use their little prison mind games that they play with people and take advantage of it and take advantage of him. You know what I'm saying? This situation.
But say, bro, somebody on his level, right, of his stature, they would automatically protect him, right? Put him on PC and protect him, right?
Not really. They'll put him on the yard. You know what I'm saying? They'll put you on the yard when you got that type of status. You'll get put on the yard. You know what I'm saying? It depends on how, you know, the compound react to you being there. You know what I'm saying? He still Diddy now. You know what I'm saying? You can't take that away from him. He's still who he is, so he still have a lot of influence.
Yeah,
So
that's
it's just
crazy
don't
because
have
when you
prison
speak,
feel like Canada.
see, when you speak like that, I think about a C Murder, and I know Diddy and C Murder, C Murder is nothing like C Murder would probably jail with the people more, but I would think Diddy have more to protect, you know. But
This call will be terminated in 2 minutes.
that's very
Kind of like the
interesting,
same
bro.
thing. It's kind of like the same thing when PG was on the yard. The prison staff is made aware of who he is, so they're gonna be looking for any type of influence. They're gonna be watching who he's talking to all the time. You know what I'm saying? Who he spends his most time with? Like, is he around an officer? Or talking to him a lot? So they'll watch who, you know, who he's influences, who's talking to him all the time. Is this same officer that working the pod? Is he always conversating with him? You know what I'm saying? Do he go by his signal? Do he, you know what I'm saying? Or do we talk to him alone? Do we try to, you know what I'm saying? That they look at that type of stuff. That's like T.I. When T.I., you know, see they put T.I. on the yard. T.I. didn't go to PC or nothing like that. They didn't keep him separated. They put T.I. on the yard.
Yeah,
put
hey
him on the
man,
yard,
and
you
I,
know?
you would suspect. See, I would expect the motherfuckers who kind of got that street background, and they know, you know, they know what's going on and shit. But I obviously Diddy have. I know Diddy's daddy was part of the mafia and shit, so obviously the nigga got some kind of street ability.
But then again, and that play a part too because the way he at Jersey.
So he probably protected by the prison.
I mean, he is who he is, so you know he definitely ain't gonna be too much of that. You know what I'm saying? He is who he is.